I'm really excited to introduce Brad Nattrass, the CEO and co-founder of Urban-gro. UGRO is the ticker there. Brad, how are you, man?
I'm great, Patrick. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man. Good morning. It's so good to see you. You guys have had a lot of fun news lately. So without further ado, man, I'm going to let you get into it. I'm sure we'll have some fun questions here.
Fantastic. Thank you again. Well, good morning. Thank you for joining. I'm Bradley Nattrass. I'm the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Urban-gro, which trades on the NASDAQ market under the symbol UGRO. For those new to the story, Urban-gro is a horticulture company that engineers, designs, and integrates complex environmental equipment systems into controlled environment ag facilities. Further, for operating facilities, we offer a managed services platform that leverages the expertise and the experts that I'm going to talk about this morning and provides our clients with a suite of service solutions focused on increasing crop yields, preventing downtime, and driving business continuity. With that, we'll get started. First, the safe harbor. Feel free to read the safe harbor if you wish at a later time. Based in Colorado and in our 8th year, we have 49 employees, of which approximately 2/3 are what we refer to as experts, professional engineers, mechanical, plumbing, agricultural controls engineers, master in plant science, horticulturists, environmental scientists, overall a group of individuals who have a strong history of growing multiple crop types. It's these skill sets that they possess and the expertise acquired from working on over 300 controlled environment ag facilities that sets us apart and provides our competitive advantage. As Patrick alluded to, well, we finished 2020 strong and realized $26 million in revenues. More importantly, we carried a lot of momentum into this year. As reported earlier this week, in the first quarter of 21, we recorded record revenues of $12 million and adjusted EBITDA of $500,000, in turn giving us a total of $33.6 million in revenues over the last 12 months. Moreover, we reported $15.2 million in backlog. And this is a very important number to watch going forward. It's signed contracts that have not yet been shipped or recognized. So combined with our $50 million cash position, we're now in a strong position to execute our strategic and acquisition plans. We operate in the controlled environment ag market and execute on opportunities in both cannabis and non-cannabis sectors. Further defined, controlled environment ag is the segment represented by any facility that is self-contained and has fully controlled environments. We see 3 primary types of facilities in this segment. First, in our current sweet spot, indoor facilities. Could be ground-up builds or building warehouse retrofits. Second, where we have expanded in the last 6 months, is vertical farms, smaller footprint, but you can build straight up as far as you want, as long as you can control that environment. And third, where we don't operate today but look to expand in the future, greenhouses. You'll also hear me talk today about ag tech. Ag tech's a solution that's focused on the use of technology to enhance operational efficiency and in turn drive yields, increased yields for our clients. Today at Urban-gro, these 3 key deliverables, engineer, integrate, commission, it's where we make the bulk of our money. It's important to emphasize, well, the majority of our business has been in the legal cannabis market. We now have a decisive advantage compared to competitors when entering the non-cannabis segment. We've learned from working with the most expensive and valuable crop in the world, and we're now taking those learnings about properly controlling an environment over to the vertical farming segment. Regardless of the crop being grown, we engineer and integrate controlled environment ag facilities. It uses our same engineering and design teams, and it uses the same custom complex equipment systems, most of all, which were born in the traditional horticulture marketplace. I'll go into some greater detail on our solution. From an engineering standpoint, we're much more than just an engineering firm. Complementing the engineering that we perform, we have designed service solutions also that enhance our clients' facilities. We started acquiring an engineering firm in 2019. And once complete, we do offer a complete line of mechanical, electrical, and plumbing services that culminate with stamped CDs or construction documents, but we don't stop there. We value add those services. Cultivation space programming involves looking at the desired future performance of the facility, taking expansions, whether it's 1 or 2 expansions, into consideration, then bringing it back to current state and making sure we're designing that facility to drive the most efficient use of space and therefore drive the most efficient and highest yields for our clients as well. Integrated cultivation design, it really involves our experts because it involves designing the inner workings or guts of the grow. In addition to benching and lighting systems, we design the flow of air through the facility. We design the mechanical systems to control the environment and the flow of water when it enters the facility. Does it have to be treated? Does it have to be tempered up or tempered down? When it leaves the facility, it's now wastewater, and regulations for wastewater vary according to state, city, county, and we design around those regulations. The next is integration and commissioning. Our experts continually vet best-in-class complex environmental and regular equipment systems from around the world. We then procure and sell these systems to our clients. And I say complex, and it's important because it involves the use of our engineers. They're custom. They're not off the shelf. We're spending dozens or hundreds of hours making sure that that system's properly specified for the facility. Once installation is complete, we make sure that the installation was done properly. We have engineers that travel on site and commission these systems that we sell to ensure they not only are operating to the manufacturer specifications, but also want to make sure that their staff is properly trained on how to make the best use of those systems. I added this reach and relationship slide to show where we operate today. Our business grew up in the North American cannabis segment. We work with some of the largest and well-known MSOs in the space, as well as single state operators when new states open. After successfully expanding to Europe last year, we continue to make solid progress, and we'll open an office in Europe as soon as it's permitted. In Q1, we signed 2 commercial agent representation agreements, and we're already working on multiple opportunities as a result of those agreements. We also have built strong partnerships and relationships over the last few years with some of the best equipment manufacturers in the world. And having built strategic partnerships with large European integrators and contractors, our foundation's set. We're set for efficient growth all over the world, starting with Europe. The controlled environment ag market opportunities are very strong in both food-focused vertical farming and cannabis. When looking at vertical farming versus field farming, efficiencies of 10 to up to 50 times can be realized. And with an annual growth rate of close to 25%, this vertical farming market size is estimated to grow to approximately $13 billion in the next 5 years. In the same period, the US cannabis market is expected to more than double to approximately $42 billion. Comparatively, it's just the start in Europe. The European market in cannabis today is currently only a $250 million market, and we believe that that will increase to over $30 billion over the next decade. Tremendous opportunities across the board. Now I'll focus on what I consider to be the most exciting part of the presentation for you. It's how we're going to use our talent and our strong cash position to execute our growth strategy. We've built this growth plan on 3 key pillars. First, organic growth. Second, acquired growth. And third, investment growth. I'll start with organic growth, and it's important to make the point, growing with our customers as they expand, that's one of our greatest growth drivers today. Complementing this, there's 5 key components to further drive our organic growth. The first is building out our sales infrastructure, hiring strong talent. Not only will this allow us to capture additional demand in the current markets, it will also provide more efficient access to new global markets. Adding in new talent and expertise, it allows us to provide even a stronger service offering to our clients, and it further facilitates access to these new employees' network of clients and vendors. Second is accelerating our digital marketing strategy. Now that we're properly funded, our marketing plan revolves strongly around investing in digital marketing for the purpose of lead generation. Results in engaging clients earlier so we can work throughout the suite of solutions that we have for the life of the grow, we like to refer to it as. We launched a US SEO and AdWords campaign earlier this year in January. We launched it across digital and social, and we're already seeing significant results. So we'll continue to make these investments and generate leads this way. Third It's aggressively expanding into the European cannabis markets. I just shared with you the market size and the market opportunity. We feel, as it relates to cannabis, the European market is really where the US was just 4 to 5 years ago. There's strong demand for controlled environment, GMP certified indoor high performance facilities, exactly our sweet spot. Fourth is our plant agnostic expansion into the food focused vertical farming segment. Regardless of the crop type, again, our engineering and design crop team is agnostic. It's the same team, the same complex equipment systems. It makes natural sense to expand into this marketplace for us. And finally, 5 is building out our higher margin service offering, which we refer to as gro-care. Gro-care leverages our team of experts and our acquired expertise to provide a suite of important services to our clients' operating facilities. So through a monthly subscription model, it can be 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. This program offers solutions that combined strengthens yield results for our clients, reduces downtime, and drives operational efficiency. We provide ongoing staff training on the systems. We audit facilities and provide optimization recommendations for those facilities. We help troubleshoot with our experts and then fix the operating problems. Underspecified mechanical or cooling issues, they're predominant. We see them a lot right now in the industry. When we enter that, we do a peer review, we make a recommendation, and we earn that trust and confidence from our client. We remote monitor what's happening in our clients' facilities to help them avoid issues proactively. And we have a crop protection program that mitigates pest pressure and provides for regulatory compliance. If there's a pest outbreak, we go on site, we fix it, then we write a plan, and then we make sure that they're following that plan by visiting them on a monthly or quarterly basis. The second pillar is acquired growth. We've found over the last 6 months, there's a gap in the market, and we're building the solution to fill it. There's an increase in global demand for end-to-end solutions in the form of complete turnkey cultivation facilities, where we're managing it from start as soon as a license is acquired, all the way through the end once they're operational with our gro-care program. By making just 1 or 2 strategic acquisitions, we will tap into these significant revenues. From an acquisition standpoint, we're targeting accretive, synergistic, service-focused acquisitions that complement our existing business with a cascading effect on our revenues and our profits. We will integrate our current solutions, whether it's design, whether it's equipment systems, whether it's gro-care, into these facilities of which we get to enter through acquisitions. We're also looking at acquisitions to speed up entry into new markets around the world and access those groups' pre-existing customer and vendor relationships. Our third growth strategy is making investments to fuel growth with the primary objective, again, being lead generation. We want to get in with the clients as early as possible. We're focusing on making investments in ag tech companies so they not only bolster our forward-looking brand image, but they'll further provide our clients with technology-based solutions to increase their efficiencies. One investment that we've made so far is in Adiza. Adiza is a California-based IoT remote monitoring and sensor company, and we own a 20% stake. Their solution provides a very important tool that's used by our clients to enhance their performance and drive yields. For example, in this 3D heat map on the side, it demonstrates the benefits of using their solution. Wireless sensors, maybe 2 inch by 1 inch, are placed throughout the canopy, above the canopy, and in the substrate. They're sending data back every 2 to 3 minutes to a UI, and really data on temperature, humidity, airflow, moisture level in the substrate. And it's this look or this peek into the microenvironment level of the crop that allows our clients to proactively avoid potential mistakes and also just to build, grow a better, all higher yielding crop. Moving on to the financial side, our strategy is strong. And as this slide demonstrates with these 3 charts, our team's executing and we're delivering results. Well, the charts show the last 5 quarters because I think it's important to show where we've come from to demonstrate the trends. They clearly show momentum building over the last 3 quarters. We've had record revenues, 12 million in Q1. We've had positive adjusted EBIT as high as 500,000 in Q1. And for the first time, we had positive income from operations of $150,000 in Q1. And we're just getting started. Diving a little bit deeper, from a valuation standpoint, well, our public markets peer group consists of companies that are currently trading at enterprise values of 7 to 14 times their trailing 12 months revenue. We're currently trading in an enterprise value of only 1.1 times our trailing 12 months revenue. This being said, we're most definitely in a strong financial position now. We have a cash position of over $50 million. Our backlog at the end of Q1 was $15.2 million that will ship in Q2 and Q3. We also only have $1 million of low interest debt. And finally, we're cash flow positive. So in my opinion, with a market cap of only 83 million, we represent a very attractive investment opportunity. It's a great time to be investing in Urban-gro. To summarize our position today, we're at the right place, at the right time, and at the right value. The controlled environment ag space, including both cannabis and food sectors, they have tremendous momentum, and we're positioned to realize great success in both. And further, with the recent positive legislative indicators, we expect the demand for our solutions to only accelerate. We're properly capitalized now to fund our strategic plan. We're continuing to add expertise to our team, and we're targeting acquisitions to complement our continued organic growth and in turn, unlock the true value that exists. 2021 is a fantastic, transformational year for Urban-gro, and I'd love you to be a part of us. So thank you again for your time and your interest, and I'll now open it up for questions.
Brad, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. You guys, this is a really, really interesting company. Let's dive into some of this if you don't mind.
Sure.
Q1, you just covered some of this, and you guys have been on a roll. You uplisted to the NASDAQ. You closed a $62 million offering. Your Q1 revenue was up, what was it? Almost 200%, like 180%.
170%, 182%, you're right.
Yeah, 182% over last year. So how does it feel, being in this spot right now and feeling some of that momentum? You just covered some of the things you plan on doing with that momentum. But I just wonder what it's like for you in this position. I know that you guys have taken a very measured approach over the years, and it definitely seems as though you've got some wind in your sails.
Yeah, it feels, I'm a humbled entrepreneur. I'd love to say it's been easy for the last 8 years, but it hasn't. And it's really been a team effort, especially for the last 2 years. When the market started to mature in the cannabis space, there was a demand to take the company to a positive adjusted EBITDA standpoint. We really had to come together as a team. I'm honored to lead the team. I've got a phenomenal team of individuals who really believe, try and create an environment where everybody's a part of something and everything's possible. And I'll tell you, a year ago, to think it's possible that we'd be on the NASDAQ, entering controlled environment ag, food-focused vertical farming, growing the company, bringing on new talent, it would have been a dream. But I'm glad to be here. And now that we're here, I have a whole new set of worries. The worries is, how do we move faster? We have a great cash position. There's a lot of pressure now to spend it in a smart way, in a calculated way, and we won't rush and make rash decisions. We'll think it through as a leadership team. We've got a great board, directors, a lot of experience, a lot of individuals that have been here before in this position. So it feels really good now to execute on that dream and vision that I started 8 years ago. So that's a great question, Patrick.
No, good for you. Good for you. I'm really excited for you guys. We have a question from the chat here in the last minute that we have. Okay. Has Urban-gro already started working with Adiz's systems? How long does it take for a grow ops system to react to a signal sent by Adiz's monitoring tools? I wonder if that's anything you want to clarify.
Yes. No, we've been working with Adiz in the marketplace now for 2 years, working with multiple clients. Actually, we started 3 years ago. What we learned is the market wasn't ready. There's a lot of data points coming from these sensors, but it was actually Cresco that was the first in the market to hire data scientists on their staff. So that was really a nice changing point for us in the maturing industry. So today, the data is fed to a UI, and the grower or Urban-gro remotely can look at that data and then make suggestions or decisions. As we progress and Adiza integrates it in with other environmental control systems, the next step is the systems making a decision. Maybe it's in a vertical farm, heat rises, there's a large problem with under-specified HVAC or mechanical, as I mentioned earlier. In the future, fans up top will automatically kick on, maybe 2 or 3 stories up to move the air around. Today, though, the data is received, humans make the decisions based upon the data. The future, it's a step closer to AI.
Yeah, no, I think we all like automation and what catalysts that brings to the industry as a whole.
And technology is the future of controlled environment ag. So that's cannabis, it's food-focused vertical farming, it's greenhouses. So it's definitely an area of focus for Urban-gro.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Brad. I really appreciate it. And where can folks reach you? Where should they go for more information?
We've got a great IR firm, JTC IR, and it's JTC or investors at urban-gro.com. Also, please look at our stock, UGRO, trading on the NASDAQ. And also, I'll be sitting on a panel at 12:50 today with a couple other strong individuals in the industry focused on the effects of the ancillary cannabis space on the public markets and how we help our clients collectively.
I highly advise folks tune into that. The ancillary space is one that is absolutely primed for growth. So, Brad, with that, I'll thank you very much for your time. We'll see you back here in a little bit.
Sounds great. Thank you, Patrick. Greatly appreciate it. And thanks, everyone.
Of course.
All right.
Of course. Take care.